evening, darlings, and welcome to episode 35 now of Greenwood Talks. Tonight's request is from an anonymous person who says, "Dear King Thranduil, I really want to dye my hair pink, but I'm worried that it won't look good with my skin tone, or that it would make me look too flamboyant and people would judge me. What should I do? Have you ever dyed your hair an unnatural color?" Now, let's start one at a time now. Let's start first with your worries about what you should do. Now, I would say first and foremost, of course, if you want to do something to change your appearance, you should never let anyone hold you back from that decision. It's yours and yours alone, so don't let other people make you feel bad about it. That said, of course, if it's going to affect your employment or something of that nature, you know, it may be best to hold off. It's not sort of a wise decision to just do whatever you want if it can affect your means of eating and having a roof over your head. Now, let's get back to the other factors. You're worried about what people would think or how flamboyant it would make you look. You know, a lot of that is sort of a cultural thing and the type of people you'll be around. I think you really should just ignore all that and do what it is that's going to make you happy. Now, if you're concerned about how it's going to make you look, as far as your skin tone you mentioned, you can sort of play around with that Photoshop, I think it's called, or any of those other programs where you can take an image of yourself, and then if you find a color of pink that you particularly like, I would just use that little, there's like a little eye drop looking thing to take the exact color, and then you can just paint your existing hair with that color and just see what it looks like. You know, of course, that's not 100% guarantee that the color is going to look exactly like that with your face, but at least it's something that gives you a bit of a ballpark idea of what you will look like with your new hair. So you can see if maybe there's a clash with your skin tone, and you may just want to adjust what shade of pink it is. You know, there's many out there, some more red or even with a hint of blue. And I think you should take all of those things into consideration. And then, of course, a lot of hairstylists, if you talk to them about doing something that's going to look good with your skin tone, I think they'd be willing to work with you if it means that they're going to get paid. So that's another option. Now, on to the last part, which is whether I have ever dyed my hair an unnatural color. No, darling. Why would I ever want to change the color of this? Now, I may have glamoured it once or twice, not sort of anything permanent or semi-permanent, just sort of a 1 or 2 night thing, and it's usually just for sort of celebrations. You know, you're getting all dressed up, you want to have a little change, you know, so you add a little bit of blue here or there, that sort of thing. But I've never really done the whole of my hair. You know, I just don't want to ruin my hair. I like it just the way it is. But that's not to say that anyone else should refrain from doing any sort of dyeing on their own hair. I think you should certainly go for it. And anyone out there who is having similar worries, I would say just ignore them, darling. There's no reason for any of that. Just enjoy it and have a great night, darling. I'm going to open up this bottle of champagne and just have a good one, darling. Ta-ta.